Oh, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be the first tool haul of 2022, so let's take a look at it. So I managed to pick up a few little bits and pieces from work early this week, due to the fact that one of the guys left, and whilst tidying down the bench, they were looking through the toolbox he was using, and there's a few bits and pieces in there that don't belong to the company. So they said to everyone, if you want to help yourself, but don't take any company tools. So I had a look round and I came up with this lot here. Okay, so what do we have? Screwdrivers, USB power plug thingy, safety goggles, little flashlight. What should we start with? Maybe this little fellow here, I think. Nothing overly special, just a USB 13 amp adapter. But does it work? That's the question. Let's plug it in and find out. In it goes. Find a little USB lead here. Plug that in, hopefully the right way round. And bingo, it works. Fantastic. So that's pretty cool then, I like that. While we've got a close-up in my hands, let's find out why I didn't put any content up last week. Okay, so last week, the other Friday, last Friday, it's just over a week ago, I happened to be rushing up the stairs, like I do sometimes, running up there like a 20-something-year-old, and I tripped at the top of the stairs and fell over, hurting this finger here. In fact, the tip of this finger was bent this sort of an angle, that sort of an angle like so, so I had to sort of quickly get hold of it and straighten it out again. So that's a bit sore. You probably can't see that, but its swelling's gone down quite a bit on that finger now. It was quite swollen at one point, and it's slightly painful to operate, to use. This one also got hurt, got a bit bent the wrong way. It didn't dislocate the joint at all, but it's slightly painful. Not too bad now because it's been over a week. It's not too bad to do that with now. But if I put any pressure on it that away, trying to pick things up or lean on it, whatever, it does hurt still. So I've obviously sprained that finger and not done that one a lot of good either. So no more rushing up and down the stairs then. Also found a pair of DeWalt glasses there. They don't issue these at work. I think they're slightly scratched on the inside lenses, and they're also slightly tinted too. I don't know if you can see that, but they are slightly tinted. So I thought I'd have those as well for when I'm working on my fibre wheel and wire wheel, etc. So they're handy. Let's have a look at the flashlight, shall we, guys? I believe this might have come from Poundland, because I picked one up from Poundland very recently. I've not even got round to opening it yet. But that's the little fellow right there. Popping back over there. And we've got a little operating switch here. So we've got bright, lower, and strobe. And you've got a cob. It's a cob LED, as we see just there. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll turn the studio lights out and we'll have a look. Okay, so bearing in mind it is daylight out there. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, not too bad on bright setting, up close. Medium setting or dim setting, and obviously strobe. Okay, so that's not bad as a freebie. Still working by the looks of it. Cool. Next up, let's take a look at this old screwdriver here. This is an old Footprint screwdriver. A little focus, there we go. You can just about make out some writing just here. Let's zoom in a bit. There we go. Footprint M2274, 1955, and the broad arrow Mark II. I can't see the Footprint logo though. That seems to have worn off. Don't think it's on the other side. No, can't see it anywhere. But somebody has decided to turn a very nice screwdriver into a horrible chisel. So they've ruined the tip of the blade. I mean, it was obviously done for one reason or another. It's been bashed about because the handle is split. and it's been bashed about on the end here as well. So it's a nice way to ruin a good screwdriver. And not only that, the blade's bent as well. You can see that, look, going down here like that. Look at that. Dear. So this has had a hard life, which is a bit of a shame really. Nice old Footprint screwdriver there. Next up I found this little fellow. This is interesting. It says stubby. I thought, what on earth does it mean by stubby? Well, basically you can pull it apart, and we've got a little teeny stubby ratchet screwdriver as well. That's interesting. Let's pop it back in again. There we go. We've got I'd imagine a magnetic holder in there. Yeah, it's magnetic. The tip's worn a little bit, so I don't know the quality of these tips, but this one's very badly worn, as you can see. And we have some very nice tip storage in the handle too. Now, I haven't taken this off yet. Oh, here we go. It'll just come off then. Cool. Uh-oh. So it looks like we've got, oh blimey, bits falling about all over the place, look. Okay, so we've got some Torx bits, hex bits, an adapter, and the usual, hello, that's not meant to be in there, look at that one. And these three bits here are all thrown in again. That one's not meant to be in the kit. And they're all living in the handle, thusly. So they can all go back in again. There we go. Hopefully. And put the somewhat grubby cap back on again. So that's that one. So next up, we have a return to the channel for this little fellow right here. Now the guy who left asked me if I could find him a retaining screwdriver back in 2020, I believe it was. So after all the shutdowns, I went back out to the car boot sale and I found this one as part of 3 for £1, 3 tools for £1. And whilst I was going through the tool chest, I found it again and I thought, oh nice, so I'll have that back again then. So I've sold it to him and I've got it back again, so that can't be a bad thing, can it? I had to clean it up for him a little bit, but as you can see how it works. You just I think you just do this, put the screw in there, I think. How do you work these things? Oh, I see, you need a screw. Okay then, so with an ordinary screwdriver here, unless it's well magnetised, it's not really going to hold on to a screw, which could make it rather awkward if you want to reach into somewhere you can't get your other hand into. So that's where these little fellas come in handy. You see you've got this interesting design here. So what we do is we find the screw, pop it on like so, push forward, which as you can see moves the split tip together. Voila! It's got hold of the screw just enough so you can reach into a tight spot and start it going. Pretty clever. So of course I decided to have that back again to go with the other tools in the tool haul. All this lot here, which is pretty neat. So this is the first tool haul of 2022 then. In case you're wondering what this here is, I went to see my mother at her apartment just before Christmas, and she'd been doing some knitting again, and she'd knitted me this yellow submarine. Do you recognise it? From the Beatles film, Yellow Submarine. So that's pretty neat, I like that. Thank you, Mother. Okay then guys, I do hope you enjoyed taking a look at the first tool haul here at Rathbone Manor for 2022. I won't be able to get out to the car boot sale until March, I believe it's starting up again, so might have to wait a little while. In the meantime, I do have some interesting vintage and older pliers we can take a look at. I've got several of those. I'm planning a video on those, so you can keep an eye out for that one. Okay guys, well thanks for watching, and I'll hope you pop back to Rathbone Manor in the very near future then. Catch you later.